Breaking news, a plane crashed outside the Marion Airport earlier this afternoon.
Indiana Wesleyan purchased an old building Marion graduates are familiar with.
See how the Eastbrook community rallied around its football team.
Look at how GM's job cuts affected those in Marion.
All that and more on Grant Connected News.
Good evening and welcome to Grant Connected News. I'm Michaela Martini.
And I'm Katie Key. In breaking news, a plane crashed just outside the Marion Airport by the intersection of State Road 22 and State Road 37 around 2:30 this afternoon. Wayne TV reports the plane had just taken off and took an immediate nosedive. WBAT confirmed one person was killed in the crash and as many as 3 other people were on the plane. Officials have yet to release a statement.
Local residents are protesting a proposed concentrated animal feeding operation, or CAFO, on Indiana 15 North. The CAFO could house over 9,000 pigs in 2 football field-sized barns. Jeff Spiker lives less than a mile from the proposed site and said he's concerned for his family.
Well, I just bought this house about 6 months ago. It needed a complete remodel, so we put everything we have into it. I have a 2-year-old son. I have a newborn on the way. I get very concerned about my new well I just put in. I have a lot of concerns about whether the air, the smell is going to be fit for my kids to play outside. The property value of something that I just bought 6 months ago is going to decrease probably 50%. We'll never be able to sell the place.
Commission conditionally approves the farm on October 1st, but the protesters are trying to get the decision overturned. Residents cannot directly appeal the plans for the operation since they are not yet final. The final development plan is scheduled to be presented to the APC this Sunday, December 3rd.
The Marion GM plant will be seeing multiple job cuts. General Motors announced that it'll cut around 8,000 of its North American employees due to discontinued production of the Chevrolet Cruze and Volt. GM Chairman and CEO Mary Barra said that the actions we are taking today continue our transformation to be highly agile, resilient, and profitable, while giving us the flexibility to invest in the future. An estimated 20 employees could lose their jobs at the Marion plant, according to the Chronicle Tribune.
Indiana Wesleyan University made a purchase from Marion Community Schools. The university hopes that this will bridge students to the community. Indiana Wesleyan University students occupy all of its 345 acres of campus property. However, IWU will expand its borders past 38th Street, diving into the community. Tucker Career and Technology Center has regained a purpose after 3 years of vacancy. IWU plans to use it to advance academic programming of art and engineering. Leadership members of the planning team, like Dr. Allie Williams, have thought of what the space could be best used for.
Engineering became one of those natural things that we talked about that might be a fit in that building. We had also begun the conversations about incorporating art and design and engineering together to create kind of a unique experience.
Chair of the Art Division, Ron Manzellin, is excited to see students placed into the heart of Marion.
Seeing the opportunity as a situation where we can invest into Marion in a way that brings student population downtown.
IWU will gain ownership of Tucker in mid-December. For now, the staff is waiting in anticipation for the potential that the building offers.
New always brings energy, and as you start to envision what is possible, the students get to experience that with us. It's not like, okay, we're going to do this thing and you come along with us. We want them to come alongside.
IWU hopes that adopting the Tucker building will help reach their goal of connecting the students to the community and to bring life to the downtown area of Marion. When we come back, we'll take a look at Eastbrook's trip to the state championship.
See how the community comes together to show support. It's all up next. A Marion development team is actively working to renovate downtown Marion. The Marion Housing Authority primarily works at finding affordable housing for the community. The organization focuses on bettering the lives of Marion residents. People like Riley Tangeman, the Assistant Development Coordinator, worked hard to show that Marion is cared for by organizing repairs of Marion buildings.
Something that we kind of lack is a quality of life outside of, just your basic elements of housing. We're trying to create amenities and a better quality of life and enhancing our downtown area so that our residents feel welcome and excited to be here.
Marion Housing Authority is at work to give Marion exactly what it deserves. Remodeling the city buildings is just one way to show the community all of its potential. A lot of great going on downtown, and now let's check it in with Daniel McMurray with sports.
Alrighty. Marion Lady Giants played the Anderson Indians this past Tuesday in basketball. The game was competitive in the early going with the score knotted at 15 at the end of the first quarter. Marion used a big second quarter to take a 33-26 advantage into the locker room at halftime. The second half was all Marion as the Lady Giants outscore Anderson 42-21 in the final two quarters. Jasmine Turner and Rashea Kyle had big nights for Marion, scoring a combined 49 points while pulling down 29 rebounds. Head coach Lawrence Jordan has been pleased with the Lady Giants' performance in the early going this season.
We're off to a pretty fair start, 6-2. I feel like if I had the numbers with the depth, I feel like we can be a little bit more productive. I'm only playing 6 varsity girls right now. I'm kind of using a girl or two off the reserve team. But once we get acclimated to using those 6 girls, I feel like we may be more effective towards the end of the season.
Marion also got stellar performances from Ellie Vermillion and Inyana Harvey, who scored 14 and 8 points respectively. The team will be back in action this Saturday in Lafayette against McCutcheon High School. Eastbrook traveled to Indianapolis for the 2A state finals football game last Friday. The Panthers took on the undefeated Western Boone Stars in Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Indianapolis Colts. Eastbrook made it to the state finals in 2016, but fell to Indianapolis Cardinal Ritter 28-6. In this year's championship, the Panthers and Stars played a back-and-forth contest, giving the fans in attendance a show. Eastbrook came up short in the end, though, falling by a final score of 34-20. Despite this, head coach Jeff Adamson was pleased with his team's performance.
I think our guys played tremendous. I mean, they played as hard as they could have, did everything they could have. We played a team that nobody else has been able to put any kind of stop on this year. Just really proud of, especially our seniors, getting to play their last game here today.
In the game were the most Western Boone gave up this season. The Panthers finished their season 13-2, while the Stars finished their season a perfect 15-0. Eastbrook's road to Lucas Oil will begin again next August. A lot of Eastbrook's success this year was tied to the community's support of the team. Joey Caney traveled to Indianapolis to find out more.
There's a lot to cheer about when your favorite team makes it to the state championship for the second time in 3 years. And that's exactly what members of the Eastbrook community traveled in packs to do all season long. On Saturday, they lined up across the larger Western Boone fan section and filled the spacious Lucas Oil Stadium with cheers so loud that it sounded like a Sunday afternoon in January. For many fans, the support went beyond just going to the games and cheering for the team.
You'll see like Ivanhoe's, which is our ice cream place, and different places that have on their signs, go Panthers, congratulations.
Young or old, this team was something everyone could rally around, and everyone felt important.
Cheerleaders are part of the team and are there supporting them, and the whole school and the whole community has come around this team, and we're just so excited they're here.
And don't think the players and coaches don't feed off the crowd's energy.
That support has been immeasurable. We had a great send-off today. The couple days at school here before the break has been tremendous.
Even down to the final play of a painstaking loss, the Eastbrook fans supported its team. In Indianapolis, Joey Caney, GrantConnected News.
Thank you for bringing the sports, Daniel. When we return, we'll take a closer look at what the Salvation Army is doing this holiday season.
The Salvation Army is working hard this time of year. Volunteers and employees are bearing the cold weather, looking for your support.
It's a sound you hear every holiday season. Paired with red kettles at all the retail stores. Lieutenant Blake Fuel of the Salvation Army says this holiday season is busy, but it's always rewarding.
It's not only a way to raise funds for the community, but also for us to share the message of how the Salvation Army is working to do the most good and to fight for good in the community through our regular programs and services.
One bell ringer, Brad Woodring, said he loves being a part of all the different holiday cheers the Salvation Army is doing.
I also take an active part in the angel tree. I adopt at least a couple angels off the tree every year, so does my wife. And so it's just a great thing. And it's really special for my wife and I, because it gives us a chance to go out and shop for kids that, we know is going to make their Christmas a lot happier and a lot brighter.
Woodring says it's a rewarding experience.
Good job. It gives you a warm feeling. It just gives you a great feeling inside knowing that you're doing something great for a good company like the Salvation Army. They've been around for a long time. They've always done great things for people and helping them out not only during the holidays, but all during the year.
The Salvation Army will continue ringing the bells until Christmas Eve to help support the people in the community.
Thank you for tuning in to Grant Connected News. Tune in next week at 8.
And for all of us here, thanks for watching. Have a great night.